Hi you guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to the first video in English. If you're new to the channel and you speak Spanish, make sure you stick around because I have a bunch of videos about makeup, delicious recipes, and many other things, and I'm sure you will like them. And if you don't speak Spanish but you really like this video, make sure you leave a like at the end of the video and also leave your comments so I can start recording more videos in English for you guys. So as you can see in the title of the video, I'm gonna get right to it. I'm gonna talk about pros and cons about living in Hawaii. And when I say Hawaii, I'm talking specifically about the Oahu Island, which is where Waikiki and Honolulu is at. I'm also gonna be saying a bunch of statistics. It's not just something that I made up. All the links to the pages where I got those numbers and statistics from are gonna be down in the description. So make sure if you wanna double check, make sure you check them out. And final disclaimer, this is just my opinion and my experience. Your experience in Hawaii, living in Hawaii might be different than mine, and that's totally okay. This is just what I've experienced. I've been living in Hawaii for 11 months, almost a year next month. My husband is stationed here in Hawaii. He's in the Air Force, and that's why we live here, if you wanted to know. Okay, without further ado, let's start the video. Okay, let's start with the pros. The number one thing I love about Hawaii is obviously its weather. The weather is just perfect here. The average temperature in Hawaii is between 68 to 87. So it's never too hot, it's never too cold. So it's a good day to go out, wear whatever you want to wear, be comfortable, and go to a hike or go to the beach. The second thing that I love about Hawaii is that it has a bunch of hikes. It has beautiful mountains, some of the most crazy, beautiful mountains I've ever seen. And it also has 90 hikes that you can explore. So you're never gonna get bored. You have hikes and hikes to explore. Some of the views I try to record, guys, but it's so not even close to how beautiful it is in person. So if you can come and do a hike, I definitely recommend it. The hikes vary between 0.6 miles to 15 miles. So there's small hikes and there's longer hikes. There's also like super easy hikes that anybody can do. You can bring your grandma and she can do it. Or there's other hikes that are just like extreme and only like if you are hardcore challenging, you can do. So there's a little bit for everyone. The number three thing, of course, is the beaches. It has beautiful beaches all around the island. But in the island of Maui, which is another island here in Hawaii, the beach in Maui was ranked #1 in the United States. And another beach that's located in Kauai, which is another island close to here, one of the other islands of Hawaii, that one was ranked 2nd in the whole United States. So it has beautiful beaches. And here in Oahu, even though they didn't make it to the list, I don't know why, because they are beautiful and there's so many hidden gems that you wouldn't want to miss. The fourth best thing about Hawaii is that Hawaii ranked #1 in healthcare in the whole United States. So this is based on quality, access, and public health services. So you know, if you want good healthcare, come to Hawaii. The thing number 5 is the Aloha Spirit. The Aloha Spirit is basically like an unwritten law that most of the citizens, most of the people that live here follow. And you may ask, what's the Aloha Spirit? Aloha Spirit is basically just be polite, be respectful, respect others, respect nature.
Be courteous. Courteous? Courteous? I don't know if I'm saying that word right, but courteous. Courteous.
Be courteous and kind. One of the signs that you're gonna see when you come to Hawaii, even at the airport, everybody's like, hi, aloha, aloha, aloha. Everybody's smiling, everybody's happy. And then on your regular life, you go to the store and people welcome you, greet you at the door by saying aloha, which aloha means breath of life. That's what I learned when I went to the Polynesian Center. So that's beautiful. Like, it's super nice, super kind. And then when you leave, they always say mahalo, which means thank you. The sixth thing I really like about Hawaii, because I'm a teacher, Hawaii ranked #3 in the states that pay the most to teachers. So if you're a teacher and you want to raise and you want to make more money, make sure you come to Hawaii. But stay until the end of the video because I also have some cons about that. The seventh thing that I really like about Hawaii is that there's an abundance of culture, Hawaiian culture, all around us. So for example, there's that Polynesian Center, and there's many other places that you can go to where they're specifically designed for you to learn and appreciate the Hawaiian culture. And definitely when you go, it's like a whole experience. It's like you enter to a whole different universe. It's kind of like, for those of you who have been to like Busch Gardens or amusement parks like that, it's not roller coasters or anything like that, but I'm just saying the vibe, kind of the vibe like that. You enter to something different, something magnificent, kind of like Epcot. The concept of Epcot in Disney, if you've ever been there in Disney World, it's kind of like that, but it's all about Hawaii, about the first Hawaiians, the different groups of people, the Samoan, I forgot the other names, but it's about the native Hawaiians and how they settled in, and it's super interesting. So even if you just live here and go around your business, you still see a lot of Hawaiians and a lot of signs of cultural respect towards Hawaiian culture, which I think is really awesome. So another thing that I've also noticed here about Hawaii is that they're very protective of their land, and I think that's pretty awesome because this is a small island and a bunch of nature can be compromised when people are trying to urbanize the island. So people are very protective about their island, and that's super cool. So the eighth thing, this could be either a pro or a con depending on what you like. There's a lot of tourism. So if you're like me that loves to be around people and getting to know more people and talking and all of that, this is the place for you, especially Waikiki, because there's tourists all the time. There's always something going on there, and you can just go there. There's so many people walking on the streets. It's beautiful. I like it. But if you don't like that, on the other hand, if you prefer something more quiet, definitely you're not gonna like that on your everyday life, because we're talking about living in Hawaii, not just coming to visit, right? And the ninth thing, something that I was really surprised to know and I was really excited to read, is that Hawaii was considered the happiest state in the whole United States. So more people here consider themselves happy, fulfilled, economically, physically, mentally, and all of that. So I think that's pretty amazing. Okay, so now let's go to the cons. The number one con is online shopping.
Tea break. I also want to say that I burned my hand, by the way, doing this hair.
If you like to shop online, you're probably gonna find yourself being sad or discouraged after you move to Hawaii, because there's many things that they don't ship to Hawaii. For example, I was thinking about decorating, obviously getting some furniture, and I was looking at couches and stuff like that on Amazon. Even if we have Amazon Prime, the couches, most of the couches, I literally saw like 10 couches and they don't deliver them here. It literally just says it can be delivered to your location. That is kind of stressful, because then the furniture business here obviously prices their prices, and they're super expensive as well. So that's very inconvenient. Also, some of the things do ship here, but the shipping is expensive. So let me give you an example. I always buy my foundation at Macy's, but right now with the coronavirus, Macy's is closed, Sephora is closed, everywhere's closed. So I decided to order it online. I used to live in Florida before, so when I used to do that in Florida, when I couldn't go to the mall, I would just ship it to my house. It was free. But here they charged me $10 to ship a foundation. I thought it was ridiculous, but that's the shipping problem. Number two, this is going to have to do that I'm Latin, I'm Mexican, and I like Mexican food and Latin food. The second thing is that the food is not really good here, especially for vegetarians, Mexican vegetarians like me, or people just that like to try different foods. I've noticed that there's not a lot of variety of foods. Mostly it's Hawaiian, and Hawaiians love pork. If you like pork, if you like pork and rice and meat stuff, you're gonna be fine. But for people who don't eat pork, and for people that like to try different foods from different parts of the world, you're not gonna find that here. For example, I found only one Indian restaurant. Mexican restaurants, there's quite a bit, but I'm Mexican. I know what good Mexican food is, and I'm sorry, but I only found one that's authentically Mexican, and it's quite far from here. You're not gonna find your regular good restaurants, especially if you're Latin. Also, if you're Hispanic, there's not a lot of products that you can find here. You're gonna have to ship them from somewhere and pay a lot to get a little bit of your product that you need, there's no other way, because you can't find every product to cook your meals here. The number 3 thing that is a con about Hawaii is that Hawaii is the first state with more homeless per capita. What that means is that the percentage of homeless people is higher here than in California, Texas, or any other state in the whole United States. And honestly, that can be a problem if you live here, because obviously, first of all, it's really sad. Like, to me, it's sad. I feel like I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help. I try to do my small part, but sometimes it can be tricky. For example, my husband and I were driving around. Since there's so many beaches here, we kind of like to try to find hidden gems in Hawaii. So we were driving, we saw a beach, and we parked, and I was so excited. And as I was walking by, getting closer to the beach, on the sand, I saw like 3 different tents with bicycles, clothes all over. It was dirty, and I'm not trying to offend homeless people. I don't know what they're going through, and they have all my respect. I'm just saying, when you go to the beach, that's not necessarily what you want to see. Obviously, you're not gonna find that in Waikiki or touristic places, but once you live here and you kind of want to go to a more relaxed area, you never know what you're gonna find. So the 4th thing that I don't find very pleasing about Hawaii is that rent or real estate, buying a house, it's super expensive. It's ridiculously expensive. So if you want to rent a simple apartment, 2-bedroom, minimum is gonna be like $2,500. Now, if you want an apartment that's 3-bedroom, it's gonna be $3,000 and up. Now, obviously, there's exceptions. For example, we found an apartment in downtown. It was new, it was like super new. I think it was made in 2006, if I'm not mistaken. And everything looked pretty and everything looked new, but everything was so small. It was so small, and the rent was $2,500 for 1 bedroom. So to me, that's just crazy expensive. It's really hard to find something that's affordable around here. And if it's affordable, it's gonna be in a horrible location. Like, we went to see this apartment that was like $1,900 a month. It was that 1 bedroom, and outside, I kid you not, I saw people like selling drugs and doing crazy stuff. So it's in an area that I wouldn't feel safe walking outside. Also, the houses are super old. They were built, I don't know, many years ago, and most of them have carpet. Houses are just not, they're not great, especially not for the price. Is that traveling from Hawaii to other places in the United States is super expensive. So I'm just gonna give you an example. From here to California is 5 hours. So right now with the coronavirus, the tickets are $300. That's economy tickets, no extras, no pluses, no nothing. $300 for 5 hours from here to California. Now, I also checked from Orlando, Florida to California, which the flight is around the same time, 5 hours. They only charge $200 for that ticket. So it's $100 more for the same distance, if you get what I mean, just because you're coming from Hawaii. To visit your family that live in the mainland becomes really pricey. Just the tickets themselves are really expensive, especially if you want to go around Christmas or a holiday where the tickets go up. So the 6th thing is also probably something that's gonna be just a con for some people. Me, as a Latin person, as a Mexican person, I like to be surrounded by some Latin people, even if it's not all the time, but I want to find a place where I can go and I can hear my music, the music that I like, eat the food that I like, hang out and everything. We don't have that here. We don't have it. And if we have it and someone knows, please leave it in the comments, because I don't know, I haven't found it. There's one place, it's called Buo. People call it Buho, but it's written in Spanish, so it's Buo. So that it's a super nice place, super nice, super chic. They have music, live music, I think Fridays or Saturdays, and they play salsa and stuff like that. They're not gonna play reggaeton. So they play salsa and people go there and dance. However, everybody that goes there and dances is like professional dancers, and mostly it's like older people, maybe like 45 and up. It's not like a young people's environment. I mean, it could be, but the times that I've gone, it's not like that. Just elderly people, people that are a little bit older, dancing super professionally. I feel embarrassed because I thought I knew how to dance, but I know how to dance normal, not professional. I'm not a professional. And people were there just like dancing and flipping and doing all kinds of stuff. People here in Hawaii, it's like they're professional dancers. Everybody that's dancing salsa, professional dancers. Okay, the seventh thing is the educational system. So the educational system here ranked 39 out of the 50 states. 39 in quality of education. It's not really what you are going for if you have the option to choose. Also, if you are a teacher who's like, yes, they're gonna pay me more in Hawaii, woo, woo, money, money. Also, take into consideration that once you apply into the system, you don't get to choose. I want to go to that school, I want to go to that school, I want to teach here, I want to teach there. No, you literally just apply and they can put you anywhere around the island that they want you, that they need you. You don't have a say. Obviously, you can say no, but if you need a job, I mean, what are the options? So the eighth thing is that Hawaii ranked second on unemployment throughout the whole United States. So if you move here, it's gonna be really hard finding a job. And lastly, number 9, something that really drives me crazy. I don't know why people do this. Tell me if in your city they do this, because I had never seen that in my life. Here in Hawaii, people literally park on the road. On the road! They stop their cars, they literally park there. I get it. In other states, in many places, people park next to the street. It's a small street or it's like downtown street, they just park there. But here it's not like that. You're literally driving on the main road, coming from the highway, and then the highway becomes a road sometimes. So you're coming from the highway, and the highway becomes a road, and you're just driving on your lane, super happy, everything, and then you see a car in front of you and it's totally stopped. It doesn't have any kind of indication that it's just temporarily stopped, nothing, it's just stopped there. And then you just have to stop. You don't know if the car behind you is gonna hit you. And then the cars next to you, they just keep going and going and going, and you're trying to move and you can't, and then why do they do that? Anyways, remember, this is my experience. Your experience might be completely different than mine, completely wonderful, no cons, no nothing, but I'm just keeping it real for you, because if you're considering moving to Hawaii, I wanted to find a video like this when I was going to move here. Not that I had an option, but I kind of wanted to know what I was getting myself into. So this is what you're getting yourself into. I'm definitely not saying that Hawaii is a horrible place. No. I think that if you have the opportunity and the possibility to come and visit Hawaii, come visit it. It's amazing. It's wonderful. You're not gonna regret it. But in my opinion, living here is not worth it. And without anything more to say, I'm gonna leave the video up to this point. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Make sure you hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe to the channel, and leave me in the comments if you want me to do more videos in English. I'll gladly do them. If you have questions about anything here in Hawaii, I can let you know. If you want me to show you around Hawaii, also let me know and I'll gladly do that. I have Facebook, I have Instagram. Make sure you follow me on those. If you like, they're gonna be linked in the description below. Thank you for watching this video. Click here to subscribe. Bye bye.